Thank you very much. We are here in Umlazi M section where the eThekwini municipality is encouraging the local spaza shops to register before the end of the session. As you understand that the 21 days is coming to an end on Friday. But we'll speak to the mayor of eThekwini, Cyril Xaba, who will briefly tell us about how many spaza shops have been registered so far and the process. But Mayor, thank you very much for your time. Briefly about how many spaza shops have registered in eThekwini.
Well, thank you very much, Opumane. I must start by saying that this is a two-pronged strategy. Firstly, we are dealing with non-compliance, those businesses that are not complying. We are doing inspections, and we have done several inspections. Two, we are also ensuring that those spaza shops that were operating outside the legal framework are now brought into the legal framework. So far, we have received over 2,500 applications, and we are processing them. Today, we have met several people who are yet to register, and we have rolled out our table so that we allow them to register. Tomorrow, we'll be going to Hammersdale, and before we're in other areas. We hope that by the 13th of December, the process will tell us if we have been successful in registering the spaza shops. Remember, this is in eThekwini alone. This is a 55 billion rand economy, and it employs 260,000 people. So it's critical that we regulate it so that it doesn't get a bad name out of the incidents that have been reported about deaths of children and so on and so forth. So we want them to provide a clean service to the people. Only then that we can help developing the local economy and develop it in a sustainable way. It's when the government regulates it and is sitting closer to the people who are doing business.
But Mayor, also the complaints that were basically raised by the residents of eThekwini. One was complaining about that he's been operating for over 40 years in his spaza shop, but now because of these new rules, he has to demolish the structure and put a container. How is that working? How will the municipality assist in making sure that that person does not lose his spaza shop?
Well, part of the registration is to also regularize the sector. I mean, people have been selling from all sorts of structures, including literally shacks. And we said, no, if you operate in a place that is not suitable to sell, food, to sell grocery, we're not going to grant you license and we'll force you to shut down. And there are those who build, formal structures, but not on properties that is their own. So we can't license someone who has built a structure on another person's property, because that would be a violation of the law. Some have built structures on our own servitude, so that we cannot do. But for a structure that is removable, like a container, we understand it, we can grant you a permission, but for a permanent structure, sorry, we're not going to assist you, because that then acts against our own bylaws. What if other people do the same? So it means that we'll have this sprawling up and ending up getting out of control. So we've got to regularize it. We've got to make people play by the rules, and that those who don't play by the rules are eliminated from the system, because it's critical that people who are in the business and are in the business in a manner that sustains the local economy in a manner that not only create jobs but provide the necessities to our own communities.
But Mayor, also in Guamashu 2 weeks ago, there was a protest or a march by the South African spaza shop owners who are saying that they are not happy with the way the foreign nationals are operating in their township. What have the municipality done in relation to try and solve those tensions between the foreign nationals as well as South African spaza shop owners?
Just this morning, I was actually warning the South Africans not to allow themselves to be used by the undocumented foreign officials who are now using their names for the registration process. That is breaking the law, and so at least they are now aware that they must not do that. Of course, this process will eliminate some of the people who were actually trading when they were not supposed to trade in the economy. You've got to have the necessary documents to be able to trade in our own country. So in that way, we think that the numbers are going to reduce drastically, and I think part of registration is to normalize or regularize the industry so that it does not become a free for all. Again, when there is overgrazing, that's what we must also monitor, because overgrazing kills the sector. So as part of licensing, we'll also be looking at that, and so that we don't allow people who are not supposed to trade to find themselves trading in the space.
But Mayor, thank you very much for your time. That was the Mayor of eThekwini, Cyril Xaba, briefing us in relation to the plans of this municipality to try and assist and also warn the South African citizens who are basically registering their businesses for the foreign nationals that will also affect them at a later stage.